hear that? Shout out for a little soul from Big Sirs, and we have got just a soul full of good brew today as we are hanging out Mocama Beer Company up in beautiful Fernandina Beach. And we can look throughout this tap room. They got the holiday spirit set up with Christmas trees. We're sitting here on the stage. You can look through the glass garage doors. You can see those barrels where they've been brewing. All sorts of great stuff. Big Sirs, I've got a full menu for you.
I see it, bro. We got to start the show off with this, though, bro. It's your birthday, bro. Got to get a round of applause.
Yeah, 12-12. I love it.
12.
Me and Frank Sinatra, the chairman of the board, celebrating a birthday
So
today.
what are
Thank
we?
you, sir.
What's today?
Thank you.
You turn what? Not 6-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The big 6-0?
I'm in the 60s.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm in
That's
the 60s.
That's a double applause.
That is a double applause. Absolutely.
60 is the new 40, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
That's what JJ said, and I'm like, hell yeah. And look, the alternative, I'm not going for that, okay? It's so upright and not uptight.
But listen, you keep eating them smoothies, bro, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah, TLD made me a smoothie for me to have. That's before I get into a Cosmico IPA or whatever else I'm going to sample while I'm here. But, yeah, we're ready to go, man.
Ready to rock and roll, baby.
This is another Jaguars game day weekend, and it is worth pointing out, especially if you guys want to come down here and talk ball, if you're in Nassau County, Fernandina Beach, Amelia Island, you know where Mocama is, right here on South 8th Street. But come on by and talk some ball, because there are only 2 home games left for your Jacksonville Jaguars. This one and then that last one, which may not mean anything against the Tennessee Titans.
No, you're right. The last 2 home games are against pitiful teams. Let's just go call it what it is. They're terrible, okay? This Jets team that's going in the last game of the season against the Tennessee Titans. Listen, if you learn from anything from watching last night's game against Tampa Bay, you know, you're talking about a Falcons team. This is back-to-back, bro.
Yeah.
They lost to the Saints team, who was just awful last week.
You're so
and
right.
you lose to a Falcon team at home. See, those are the type of games, bro, what I tell you, that when you don't make the playoffs, you look back and you say, you know what? That's what cost us.
And you kick yourself in the tail every single time you think about it, right?
They tried to give you the game, bro. They had 19 or 20 penalties, something like that. You're up 28-14 going into the fourth quarter. There's no reason you should lose that game at home.
First half of the game, it was just nothing but yellow flags, laundry everywhere on the
And
carpet.
you could tell. Listen, you could tell the frustration by the veteran on the team. You talk Mike Evans. You talk about the frustration when that team got a 4th and 14. And completed it and lined up and got themselves in a position to kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
It should have never came to that.
The other one was early in –
the only reason why I'm going to say that about a veteran, because, you know, someone like him understands that your time is limited in this league. And these opportunities, you can't squander them.
And by the way, he's come back from 2 significant injuries. Think about what he's done. He's come back from a hamstring injury and then from a collarbone, a broken collarbone. And the dude is a baller.
Cats like that understand that the window of opportunity is closing for you the longer you stay in this league. And when you missed opportunities like this, that's what sends you home.
He's hungry.
Yes.
He should be hungry.
You can tell his frustration.
But listen to this, Leon, because I don't know whether JJ has the cleaned-up version of the Todd Bowles.
Was there a clean version?
Well, basically, either you're going to hear the full-on cussing version with foxtrots, F-bombs dropped everywhere, or you're going to hear bleep, bleep, bleep. That's really what you're going to hear. But look at this. They started 5-1. Okay, since they started 5-1, they have now gone down a dark road. They're 6-2. Excuse me, 2-6. 2-6 after starting 5-1. So that's how quickly it can happen.
Yeah.
And don't think for a moment, like you just said, Liam won't use that as a hey.
You have to. That whole time I was watching the game, I was saying to myself, listen, if anybody needs to be watching this game, it's the Jaguars. I mean, listen, I've seen film on the Jets. They've got issues at the offensive line, running game, quarterback, defensively, the back end, front end. They're just a horrible team. But these teams at these positions like that, the Falcons, the Saints, and the Jets,
right?
They want to be spoilers now. They know they're going home.
That's true.
They want to be spoilers. Any capacity they can be.
It is a good way to look at it.
Don't allow them to be that.
Yeah, and you've got to make sure that whatever you can do to keep this hot streak going, feel good about the product that you're putting on the field, which is what Liam preaches, Jimmy Gladstone preaches, Tony Baselli preaches. They're all right. If you start showing what people – this is what they want. This is what you want people to think of you when you put it out there.
Well, here's the thing, and I was in this situation too when I was with the Steelers or the Jaguars. We set the standard. We don't care what you're doing.
Right.
Whatever you want to be bad, you want to be awful, you want to be terrible, you be all that. We have a standard that we set.
Right.
Mentally and physically, how we're going to play, how we're going to execute, and we're going to be flawless when we go up against you. You going home soon, that's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with us. We're going to continue with the standard is the standard.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, so how pumped up are you for this game? It might be the biggest in December because the other one you may see backups against Tennessee. Who the heck knows how it's going to go? But this much you do know. This team's trying to get to 10 wins, and this will fall under the heading of first time, long time because they've not done this very often of late. They had a pair of 9 and 8 seasons going back to 22 and 23. One of them put them in the postseason. One of them helped you win the AFC South. And then the other one, you could not win more than one game over your last 6 tries, and you were out of the postseason because the other team named the Houston Texans, the hated Texans, won the division 2 seasons ago and then backed it up with another one last year. Got to take advantage of it.
You got to take advantage of it. And I keep saying this. I'm glad the Texans are playing well. Not because I'm a fan, because I think this team needs somebody pressing them.
Right.
Full court press on this team right now. You cannot afford to lose a game because you got the Texans right on your heels. I'm not sure about the Colts. Without the quarterback situation, they might implode. They may not even make the playoffs unless, old man River can come out there and do something for the toast. But right now, the team that is stressing us the most is the Houston Texans, and I don't mind it because that's going to keep us on our P's and Q's.
Yeah, you have to. So we're going to look at the injury report, talk a little bit about that, talk about what this team looks like versus the team they're going to face and whether or not that team in New York is motivated. Like you said, they can either be disinterested or looking to screw somebody else's plans up, which is really the one good thing to play for. And then being on tape for whoever they may play for next year. They may be trying to re-earn a job in New York because they've hit the reset button just in terms of it started with Justin Fields under center. Then they ended up he got hurt. They put Tyrod Taylor in, and they kept Tyrod Taylor in, and now you're going to see the third quarterback.
Well, I can tell you who's going to play hard. If you put a bunch of young cats in there,
right?
Second, third-year guys who are on the bubble, making a team or trying to, make a roster for next year, they're going to play hard.
Right.
The veterans, the guys maybe 8 years or older, man, they ain't trying to be in that game. I'll tell you that right now. They're not. They're not trying to be in that game. Unless they're at significant positions where maybe you got to protect the quarterback or something like that.
Sure.
If you're a Jets team and the season's literally over, you put a bunch of young cats in there somewhere between rookie to like 4 years, then the Jaguars are going to get a game because they're scrappy, they don't know any better, and they're auditioning.
Right, which I like, and because it does exactly what you're talking about. You've got to keep your eye on the prize. You've got to stay present, and you better not screw it up. All right, so here are some, at least some of the news coming out of practice yesterday. Full participation for Brady Cook. That's the guy that they're expecting to start under center. The knee for Justin Fields both days, Wednesday and Thursday, did not participate. You kind of get the feeling they may be shutting him down. Then you go down to Tyrod Taylor. He also did not practice with the groin. So you know who you're going to see under center. That's going to be the dude that's going to be basically trying to hang on for dear life to that football team offensively.
So we got back-to-back rookies, basically, who we're going up against. Campanelli's got to be salivated.
He should be. If you go back, they've blown it against 2 backups with Jake flipping Browning and then Davis Mills.
Yep.
But they were able to take advantage of these last 2 against Riley Leonard and now against Brady Cook. Yeah, don't muck it up. Make it a nightmare for him.
Yeah.
There was one quarterback that was wearing a Jets uniform, Sammy Darnold, 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was when he was still in a Jets uniform. Anyway, that's when he admitted to seeing ghosts.
Yeah,
actually, been a little bit longer than that, maybe.
Yeah,
whatever.
I remember that.
You want another Jets quarterback to see ghosts.
Yeah.
If you can. All right, so let's see here. Limited participation for Breece Hall, who went from not practicing on Wednesday, limited yesterday, full participation for Jermaine Johnson, and then a few other guys that were able to at least get back on the field trying to get something going. Quincy Williams, a former Jacksonville Jaguar dealing with a hand injury. The linebacker was limited yesterday. It was nice to see Trevor Lawrence, at least from whatever either picture or video or whatever we saw from the guys that are always down there, the Ryan O'Halloran's of the world, the Hayes Carline of the world. No problem with Trevor in the ankle.
Yeah. No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a different – but listen, at this point in the season, everybody's banged up.
Yeah.
You know, it's the difference between being hurt and injured. She's just hurt. But a game like this, I hate to. I know Trevor's going to play.
Yeah.
But I'm saying some of the key essential players that we were thinking about getting back, like Eric Armstead or maybe Parker Washington, maybe we sit them and have them ready for the Bronco game. I know. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You think we should play him?
Well, for a guy like Eric Armstead, the veteran, you want him as, like you said, every bit of what's left in his tank in his 11th year. Get as much as you can when the important games are there, which next week would be. And he was full participation for the last 2 days. They may have him on a snap count, which is okay, but he's dealing with the club, so that's limiting him already. But then the other one is Parker Washington, limited the last 2 days, so he has not practiced full, but he is practicing.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that I know has got to be jonesing to get back out there.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's thinking contract. He's thinking future. This is his season. It's the best he's had as a pro. He has turned the wick up. But to your point, they may say, hey, Parker, just.
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitor. He's savvy. He's smart. He's fearless. He's looking for a new deal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. I've been in a situation where you're hurt and your team's winning. You want to get back out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so I'm with you. We'll get into all that coming up. We got Dewey with full participation, so that's good news. And then also Ezra Cleveland is on the injury report with limited participation with the shoulder injury to the left guard. So we'll get into all that. Mokama Beer Company, they got so many great things going on. You have music tonight, Jesse Clifton Band performing. You've got the delicious craft. I just took a picture of the menu that we've got to look forward to today. And, of course, Dune Garden, Cosmico, Amelia Light. The Fest beer is outstanding. 8th Street Gold, plenty more. So come on by Mokama Beer Company in the heart of Fernandina, South 8th Street. Just as you're entering the historic district, it is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Offense puts people in seats. Points put teams in the playoffs. Who will be this week's Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL? Nailed down by Universal Roofing Contracting.
Food that's good for you can taste good, too. Flame Broiler has protein-packed bowls to fuel your day. Introducing their new chicken avocado salad bowl. Made with romaine lettuce, rice, cabbage salad, and topped with a delicious house sesame dressing. It's a bowl full of goodness. Eat in, take out, or catered. Flame Broiler is easy to enjoy. Come in Monday through Sunday for happy hour, 2 to 5 p.m. for a chicken mini bowl and drink for $6.95 plus tax. 5 area Flame Broilers to serve you.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL is making spirits bright with our holiday gift guide, stuffed with great gift ideas from local businesses like Chicken Salad Chick, Metro Diner, and Gotham City Limit. Start shopping and saving at 1010XL.com.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
The holiday season is the season of love. If you're getting engaged now or just looking for that unforgettable gift for the woman you love, Beards Diamonds is here for you. This Christmas, Beards is proud to showcase the world's premier designers in both bridal and fashion. Like Crown Ring, engagement rings and bands fit for royalty. Crown Ring brings your dreams to life with a vast selection of styles and spectacular precious metals. Beards is showcasing the entire Crown Ring collection with unmatched craftsmanship, design, and comfort. Beards Diamonds is the town center's local jeweler. So at Beards, you never have to settle for corporate chain store quality. We've put together our best selection ever of exquisite jewelry for the holidays. From the newest designer styles to classic diamond studs and diamond bracelets, with your choice of natural or lab-grown diamonds. Whether your holiday budget is a few hundred or a few $100,000, the experts at Beards will help you find the jewelry that reflects your love. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and this Christmas, Leonard Truck Outfitters and 1010XL are helping you deck the truck. Stop by either Leonard location, Landing Boulevard or Beach Boulevard, and register to win a deck bed storage system with Cargo Glide installed by the pros at Leonard. Another winner will score 2 tickets to the Florida-Georgia basketball game January 6th and a 2025 Gator Championship commemorative basketball. We'll draw the winners live Friday, December 19 during XL Primetime, noon to 2 at Leonard's Beach Boulevard. Leonard Truck Outfitters, everything you need for a great-looking, great-performing truck.
Frank Frangie here to tell you about the coolest new thing, a putting green in my backyard that my friends at Sunshine Turf installed. Sunshine Turf can do the same for you. They'll come to your house, they'll create a custom design for your space, and you'll have an authentic golf course experience right in your own backyard. I freaking love it. Sunshine Turf is family owned and they made the process so simple. So visit sunshineturf.info or call them at 904-383-0243 and get a free quote today for your own putting green. Get it from Sunshine Turf.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
We love it when we get to a little good Rock and Roll Friday, and welcome to Rockville with the featured artists are going to bring us back from break. Foo Fighters among the many that will be down in Daytona International Speedway. We're talking about 160 artists, 5 stages, 4-day event. Welcome to Rockville. We'll be rocking in the springtime, and we've got chances for you to win tickets to Welcome to Rockville 2026. You can hang out with us, keep listening for great acts as JJ plays them coming back. Thursday, May 7th, Guns N' Roses is the opener. Friday, Foo Fighters. Saturday, so many ones, including Breaking Benjamin, Bring Me the Horizon. And then Sunday, you got My Chemical Romance and many more. JJ, how many pairs of tickets are we giving away?
3 pairs. So one right now be car number 4, 641-1010.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
You did it on purpose.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose.
No. Yeah, I did. Just a little bit. All right. Let's say hello to our head coach, Dave Campo, as we talk Jaguar football. If I know anything about this man, he's happy to be in Dallas, but he would love to be up here in Fernandina Beach hanging out at Mocama Beer Company. Am I correct, sir?
Absolutely. And let me just say this. I know you're happy to be up at Mocama Beer Place as well. So
yeah. All right, Coach, let's get into a handful of things with your Jaguars. And we just set it up as one of those games. If you look back at last night, anything in the National Football League can happen. It wasn't any given Sunday. It was any given Thursday night. And Atlanta just shocked Tampa Bay and sent them to, what was their record, Leon? 2-6 after starting 5-1. It can happen, Coach, in a hurry, can it?
Yeah, there's no question about it, and you hear me say it all the time. You know, it's one game at a time. You can't look back and you can't look forward. You know, it's one of those things that in this league, everybody's getting paid. It doesn't matter, whether you're 3 and whatever or 9 and 4. You know, you have to play. It comes down to 5 or 6 plays, and you have to play on that day. So you can't overlook anybody. The number of games that are within one score are unbelievable in this league.
Coach, I've been in this league long enough and played for 2 teams with Kyle, even under Jimmy. When we had to play teams that are lower caliber, we always say, listen, we're going to play our game. This is about our high level of execution. This is about our high level of intensity and toughness. It has nothing to do with the Jets. If the Jaguars continue to play the way that they played the last 3 to 4 weeks, the Jets shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, no question. And again, it really is all about the guys on your team. Are they winning the one-on-ones, as you say all the time, Leon? Are they winning the one-on-ones? Are they doing everything they can to make sure they understand the game plan and practice the way they're going to play? That's the bottom line. It comes down to who are we, and that's why, every media person automatically says after you get a winning streak or you win a big game, the next game's a trap game. I don't believe that there are any trap games. If you're a good football team, we should beat the Jets, and that's where the approach that our guys should take. And I think our team is built that way right now.
Okay, brother, let me throw this out to you, all right? I think a lot of people are saying Trevor Lawrence is playing better because they're running the ball. The defense is getting off the field. There's not as much pressure. I kind of see it differently. And the way I see it is there's much more room for growth. The way I see it is he's finally now getting comfortable with what he's doing within what Liam Cohen is trying to teach him schematically, conceptually, and now he's growing. Now he's at the point where he's starting to grow, and he's only going to get better within this system. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the one thing about him is that, you can say whatever you want. I'm not sure. We've talked about this before. I'm not sure he's a generational talent like everybody was talking about. But the one thing about him is he is competitive, and he does want to do the right things. And remember, he's had, 4 different coaches, including college. You got a bunch of different guys in his ear. I think he understands where Cohen is coming from right now. I think Cohen is very transparent with him as well as the media. And I think that he's gotten to the point now, the last 2 ball games, he's played as good as anybody in the league, in my opinion. And again, there's room for growth, absolutely. And I think some of it is that he's really got confidence in the receivers he's got now. That kid, Jacoby Myers, has been a big addition to this football team, and Washington as well. And then you get Thomas back, and Thomas all of a sudden makes a catch that I've been wanting him to make for a long time. And then Strange, they've got some firepower now, and I think he really understands the offense now. I think Lawrence, everything is ahead of him.
All right, so include Brenton Strange in this question about the offensive line. We're talking with our head coach, Dave Campos. We break down the Jaguars and the Jets live from Mocama Beer Company up here in beautiful Fernandina Beach. When you think of what the blocking has been up front, I mentioned to you on our Campo and Joe podcast, Coach, Ezra, one of his kick-out blocks, Hainsey, Anton Harrison, and then include Brenton Strange. This group is starting to maul people in the run game a little bit more.
Yeah, this team, I think the offensive line has overperformed what everybody felt that it were going to be. And part of that is that they've been able to hit the perimeter pretty good, not necessarily in this last ball game, but, they've been able to hit the perimeter with the pulls and all those kind of things. And Strange has been part of that, being able to get on the perimeter and get some edge work done. And again, this offensive line, in my opinion, I thought that they were a better run-blocking team than they were a pass-blocking team. But listen, there were no sacks last week against a pretty good defense. So I think that they've improved. I think that, again, you add Van Lanen in there. All of a sudden, Van Lanen's played 5 positions. I think they're doing a good job of coaching, and I think this team is more physical, no question about it.
Now, Coach, are you surprised in the fact that Walker Little's been out the last 2 weeks because of a concussion, and Van Lanen is coming at the left tackle position and shut it down? Now, Walker Little's inconsistencies up and downs. Are you surprised that they went back to Walker Little?
Well, first of all, let me just say this, and I think we talked about it on the podcast yesterday. I don't know that Walker Little is the tough, mean guy that you're really looking for in the long run. But athletically, when he's healthy, when he's 100%, he's probably a better player than Van Lanen. But Van Lanen has come in and done a great job with doing, the versatility that they're looking for, that they talked about, Gladstone and Cohen and Vassell. I think that, some people are saying, well, maybe Van Lannon should start. Well, I think Little, if he's 100%, he's a starter, and I think Van Lannon is a very important piece to that offensive line.
So, Dave, let's rewind for about a month and go back to that Texans game. And I think everyone, and I'm saying everyone, and typically when people say everyone, that doesn't mean everyone, but everyone kind of assumed that, once you give up a 3-possession lead in the fourth quarter, that's a huge red flag, and this team is going downward. And they've done nothing but ascend. They've done nothing but get better, play smarter. They're operationally sound now. Have you been on teams where you see it kind of click because of a bad loss?
Yeah, I think that's a factor. I think some of it is disrespect, that you get from the national media. You lose a big ball game, everybody says, oh, they're done, they're finished, and all that kind of stuff. If you've got any kind of anything to you, that's got to be a factor in it. But I also believe that this football team is well coached. I've liked Cohen from the very beginning. I think there's a bunch of guys on this coaching staff, Campanile and some of these guys that I believe are doing a really good job. And I think this team it can do now and what the coaching staff has done. But then the caveat to that is playing the New York Jets is just as important as playing the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is a big ball game, and I think this team is better prepared to handle that than other teams that we've been around here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I said it to Leon earlier. This team's trying to go 2-0 in this last stretch against backup quarterbacks Riley Leonard and now the third stringer in Brady Cook. But earlier this year, Jake Flipping Browning and Davis Mills got him. And so one came in relief and got the job done. The other one, they knew he was going to be under center and got the job done. So, yeah, you can't be caught napping. And you may not know a whole hell of a lot about Brady Cook in an NFL uniform, but you got to make sure you make it as uncomfortable for him as you possibly can.
Yeah, there's no question. And again, the key to this ball game coming up, in my opinion, Joe, is, their strength is running the football. And, we've got to make sure that we don't let that get going defensively to where we can't put pressure the quarterback. Every one of these quarterbacks are backups for a reason, okay? There are a lot of quarterbacks out there that don't make it in the NFL. These guys are pretty good players.
Yeah.
And if you give them the opportunity, any of these guys can hurt you. So it's going to be imperative that we stop the run on defense and we get pressure on the quarterback. There's no question about it. I'm with Matt all the way. Affect the quarterback and protect the quarterback. Those are the two things we are doing a better job of right now.
That's what every team should do. That's every team. That should be the mantle of every team.
Absolutely, absolutely. Coach, I was going to ask you, what grade would you give Campanile? Because essentially over the last couple of weeks, he's been using stunt doubles. Let's just go ahead and say that. There's been a lot of starters out of the game plan, and they're still clicking on all cylinders. Coach, what kind of grade would you give him? His ability to use mix and match players on the defensive side and still be effective on the offense.
Okay, Leon, my phone cut out there for a minute. Who are you talking about?
Coach, I was going to ask you, what grade would you give Campanile, because he's essentially using stunt doubles on his defense side of the ball because of the injury the last couple of weeks, but he's still affecting the offense with the way he's rushing the passer.
Yeah, I apologize. My phone is cutting out, and I'm in the car, so I'm not getting it.
All right, so real quick, Coach, are you being chauffeured somewhere? That's what I want to know.
Of course he is.
We actually are headed up to the Star. My son Eric is in town with Ben, his son, and we're taking Ben up to the Star to give him a little workout up there.
Nice.
All right, so
nice.
If you don't mind, hopefully you can hear this. JJ, will you give me a that real quick if you don't mind?
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, Coach, I hope you can hear all of this, but I was told by a good source, and his initials are DC. I was told by a good source that if the Jags make it to the postseason and they got a game here, guess who's coming back to Duval?
Oh, nice.
No way.
Nice.
Is that true, Coach Campo?
Absolutely. I have told Kay, no matter what's going on, I'm going to be there for a playoff game. If it's in Jacksonville, I may even go if it's somewhere else. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to be in Jacksonville for that ball game.
All right.
Will you be here in time, like, to hop on the Friday show with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he comes, he's coming for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
we might have to put him smack dab in the noisy north end zone for this ball game or something.
Listen,
right,
I love Jacksonville. I love the Jaguars, and I love all you guys. So I'm excited about what's going on with this team, and hopefully we can keep it going.
All right, that's awesome.
No doubt.
Well, enjoy hanging out with the family today with Eric and everybody else and the lovely Kay, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, Joe. I apologize for the phone problem, Leon. It was going in and out. I actually missed half of what Matt said on one of them, but I just figured
you
it
nailed
out.
it, so doesn't matter.
Coach, I want to make sure you hear that. Hear this one, though. Them Canes in the playoff. You heard that one?
Yeah, his phone's breaking up right now. Yeah.
And Leon, go Hurricanes, buddy.
That's
go
right, baby.
Hurricanes.
All right, buddy. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. All right. Oh, yeah, he heard that one. That's for sure. All right, Mocama Beer Company, we would love to see you today. It's kind of a fun Friday afternoon. If you get off work a little early, if you're out and about, drop on by. I love seeing the teal Santa Claus hats that just arrived. That's always fun because that's the festive spirit that we're looking for here at Mocama Beer Company. You can enjoy a delicious pint. They got the full menu. They've got, of course, the baristas working. If you want a coffee, whatever it might be, just drop on by Mocama Beer Company on this beautiful Friday up in Fernandina.
XL Primetime, driven by Big #1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies.
It's your boy, Big Sirs, all-pro lineman, and your lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop's special deal. Order a 50-piece wing pack online at wingstop.com or the Wingstop app using promo code JAX10 to get $10 off. That's right, carry out or delivery. It's your call. Use online promo code JAX10 for $10 off a 50-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day order this weekend with Wingstop.
Joe C. here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain, and royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage, and John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Joe? Go.
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least to this part. And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday. Built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers? Or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at BariOrthopedics.com.
Picking here, this holiday, skip the gift that gets returned. I got a better idea. Give a custom pool from Surfside Pool. It's the ultimate present. Memories, relaxation, and instant hero status. Surfside Pools handles new builds, custom designs, heating, and weekly maintenance, so you get all the credit. Warning, may cause excessive smiles and backyard envy. Save the holidays, turn your backyard into paradise.
Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Vote happy, gift responsibly. License number CPC 044080.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes to selling your home, you think you got problems? Well, I got promises. Chad and Sandy do. Jacksonville homes are selling, but it can take months and a low price to sell. Not anymore. You go with Chad and Sandy Newman, the experts that I recommend. Proven systems. They drive demand for selling your home, and they have this guarantee. Bottom line, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. That's why the local real estate experts that I'm trusting and recommending need to sell now. Chad and Sandy will have instant offers, fast, easy, and stress-free. Keith in Atlantic Beach said, I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale and finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team were compassionate, professional, got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million in cash. Call the local experts I'm recommending. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200 or chadandsandy.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
We are hanging out here at Mocama Beer Company. Joe C., Big Leon Searcy, Matty Hayes. Check out his stuff at USA Today Sports and JJville back in Duval. Good old Duval's cranking out some more Welcome to Rockville hits, including the Offspring. One of my favorites. Love them, love them. And we got another chance for you to win Welcome to Rockville tickets coming up in spring of 2026. But before JJ asks for a caller, Kevin and Darlene, this is when you know you got a good audience out there, all of Duval and beyond the First Coast. They brought me a birthday card, and
Nice.
then Arlene, she immediately went straight to the bar and got her a cold one. Kevin as well, and they were up in Nashville at the Omni with the Jaguars, traveling with them. So thank you very, very much. We
Very
appreciate
nice.
that. That is awesome. All right, JJ, let's make somebody else happy as if it's their birthday.
Yeah, welcome to Rockville, May 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So I have general admission, a pair for a 4-day weekend general admission pass right now, 641-1010.
All right, beautiful. That is awesome. So if you guys drop by, we would love to see you, talk a little Jaguar ball with us. We did have a texter that just simply said, Coach is the best, and it's hard to argue with that, that's for sure. And when you think about what this team has done, this turnaround, it is – we all have admitted it. We didn't expect nearly as much as we've gotten out of them this year, and we hope that it can keep going, that you can get into a position where you can start to scare some people. Because I think for the most part, Big Sirs, and I'm trying to read the national tea leaves, there's still not a whole lot of respect for the squad. They think that they've lucked up here and there. The two impressive wins are KC and LA, but after that, they're not giving a whole lot of street credit.
Yeah, who cares?
To Duval.
Who cares what they think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I mean, I'm holding the sentiment of probably a lot of the players in the locker room. They initially, I mean, they may come on the media and say that we're getting disrespected and all that kind of stuff, but they're feeding off of that.
Yeah.
They're absolutely feeding off that disrespect. Now, listen, who cares what the listen? It's always been about Duval. All right. All that matters is that everybody within Jacksonville believes in this team, and this team is showing. You know, when we piled on against the Texans, and we piled on.
Yeah.
Even Dan Hickens, and all my times seeing Dan on TV, when he called him the same old sad Jack, whatever the hell he called him. If I had on some pearls, I might have clutched him. Cause I ain't never seen Dan went in on him after that game, man. But this team has responded. there's two things you could do. You can either fold your tent, or you could come out swinging. And this team came out swinging, and I'm happy for them. The fact that they did come out swinging.
If this were last year's team, they'd be 4-9.
Oh yes,
All right,
absolutely.
so here it is,
Easy.
straight
5-8,
right off
like
of that, Matt. Right off of that. Randy from Middleburg on the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. You guys hit us, but he said the difference in the team this year is they responded in a very appropriate, mature way. Love the show, but he basically pointed back to the fumble in Miami last year. And we all saw what this team couldn't
handle
recover
adversity.
from.
Couldn't handle adversity.
No.
And the Texan team was an adverse situation. You're up 19 and you lose that game the way we left it. And then the dagger was the strip fumble for a touchdown that they scored at the end.
Yeah.
And everybody was concerned on how they would respond to it.
Yeah.
And that's coaching, though. Because this is essentially the same team for last year, to be quite honest with you. Some welcome additions.
Right.
But the coaching's mentality has carried over into this team, and that's why we get the product that we get to see.
Not only that, and I said this earlier this week, and I don't think we've addressed this enough. They've done this without their first 3 draft picks. Think about that.
Yeah.
And the one draft pick that they mortgaged the future for, that they were going to build the offense around.
Yeah.
Without Travis Hunter, without Ranshaw, and without Milam.
Yeah, Ransaw has been gone from training camp on, and then Milam has gotten in the game.
A little bit.
Yeah, but not like they've –
He certainly didn't become the guy they were hoping he was going to be.
Well, put it to you this way. What they were looking for in him, they found in Cole Van Lannon, because Milam was hurt, and Cole Van Lannon was responding to the challenge, and he had been in this in training camp and got the tender offer, and right now has played his fanny off. And so no Travis Hunter, and at least for a minute, you had 2 first-round receivers that weren't in your lineup. That's when Jacoby Myers and Parker Washington.
Right, one because he was injured, and the other one because he.
Well, they were both injured. Well, when I'm talking about when Brian Thomas didn't play. I mean, I totally get the fact that in the beginning he wasn't making plays, but he was injured. That you can't.
I guess right, but
and he responded when he came back.
Right, I guess what you're looking at is they were going to build the offense around Hunter, and they figured out how to use Washington, how to use Patrick, and how to elevate guys that you wouldn't think would have been there. Ransaw probably would have been a starter at safety. Okay,
we think. We may be assuming, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then Dewey's played well at times.
Yeah.
Antonio Johnson's played well at times.
Yeah.
They were hoping Milam was going to be this big, aggressive dude either on the interior or outside, and they figured it out with Van Lannon.
Like Leon said, stunt doubles is just a great way to put it, because these aren't recognizable names.
No, I mean, when they essentially looked at the roster, they didn't assume that these guys will be contributors in some capacity, that the way they've been contributing.
Yeah.
But they've had to utilize them. They've had to push the button on a lot of these players to get them to play above grade, because, I mean, no slight to them, but they're just guys.
See, you know what, though? I thought the same thing, but then I thought, you know what? I watched Antonio Johnson in college. He was a hell of a player.
Yeah.
He was a hell of an athlete.
He was
and like I watched Buster Brown in college. He was a hell of a player.
Yeah, but these guys.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe your whole thing about coaching.
Oh my gosh, coaching
is really becoming a factor with these guys, because Devin Lloyd was an animal in college. Could not be blocked.
And you beat that drum as well as anybody, and
and now he has an All-Pro season.
Right,
he's literally an All-Pro right now.
He's still probably wishing that. Like, he might still blame himself a little bit for certain things, for not picking up certain things, but there's no question between the Caldwell-led defense and the Nielsen-led defense.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with Devin Lloyd. I mean, we all talk about the interceptions because he has, 5 now, right?
Yeah, he's 5 picks.
He's killing people in run defense. Killing.
And here's another one off the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. And Hainsey was a Liam call.
Yeah.
And remember, what did we say about Robert Hainsey? Oh, he lost his job.
Lost his job to a
draft
rookie.
pick.
Yeah, to a rookie. Yeah.
But guess what? He is playing. And I remember talking to him in training camp. He said, I just wanted a chance to play. Bring me to a place where I can compete. And that was a Liam call.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Liam had to make that call to be quiet. Because, I mean, the center, he was the centerpiece for the offense. The center is, because he, like I always say, he sets the table for everybody else to eat. And I'm sure that him and Trevor, maybe on the road, because it has a tendency, the quarterback and the center usually room together, or the quarterback and the backup quarterback, because there's so much communication between the two of them.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying Mark and Dave Waddell. No, that didn't happen.
Oh, they had two different lifestyles.
Yeah, exactly.
But honestly, just the whole thing, and we've said it before, and we've tried to say it a bunch of different ways, but we're still boiling down to the same thing. The phrase culture, you never can quite define it, but it's noticeable.
Yeah.
The whole, that old saying, I know it when I see it. As far as I can't define it.
Yeah.
But this team is different under this leadership.
It is. You know what the culture does, Joe and Matt? It lets people know on this team what's going to be tolerated. Okay, what's going to be what we're going to tolerate and what we're not going to tolerate.
Right.
I mean, before you even come in the locker room, I mean, it could be just little simple stuff where veterans say, "Hey, listen, this is not going to be tolerated in the locker room." That's where it starts. Or then it goes from the locker room, goes to the weight room, then it goes on the field, and all that kind of stuff. So when you set a culture, like when I walked into the Steelers culture in 1992, they already set the bar on what was going to be tolerated and what's not going to be tolerated. Rookie, you ain't going to come in here and do things your way. We already got a way to do it.
Yeah, simple as that. All right, we will keep it going, 641-1010. You guys jump in on that. We need to get to the SEC schedule, and we'll try and work on that coming up in just a bit. But we definitely love seeing people in the Nassau, Fernandina Beach, Amelia Island area come on into Mocama Beer Company. We are hanging out on South 8th Street in beautiful Fernandina.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Wherever you go, we go.
Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
It may be the key to the whole plan. Get it? Got it. Good.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
This is Garrett Scantlin, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for any orthopedic issue you have. I'm back to my Olympic training, and I feel great.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 12, 2024, six-time Super Bowl winning coach Bill Belichick is introduced as the next head coach at the University of North Carolina.
Hey, it's Joe C. The chill is in the air, and your backyard can still be the heart of the season. Gather your family around a beautiful outdoor fireplace from Isocurrent or Napoleon, expertly installed by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. From elegant stone fireplaces to wood-burning or gas fire pits, CSS creates cozy spaces where memories are made and where every night can feel like a celebration. You dream it, they can build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
CSS. Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
Hear that? That's your ducks begging for help. Now listen, that's the sound of victory. Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd's now offers professional duct cleaning for homes and businesses across North Florida, helping reduce dust and allergens so you can breathe easier. Family owned, local, trusted. Call Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit lloydsheatingandair.com, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I'll tell you, you look at the list of bands, and it is just endless how many good acts will be partying with you. Welcome to Rockville 2026. Guns N' Roses will be one of the ones headlining as they put it all together. And we're talking 160, over 150 artists, 4 stages, 4 days, all sorts of incredible bands playing, including Guns N' Roses. And it's all happening at the Daytona International Speedway. And if you want to enjoy it, you definitely can with all the big acts, including Guns N' Roses. JJ, last pair of tickets, my friend?
Yes, last pair, last chance. Be caller number 4 right now, 641-1010, and you will win a 4-day weekend general admission pass right now.
All right, beautiful. 641-1010. Make sure you get hooked up. And we will give away every single time we're out and about a chance for you to register to win for Welcome to Rockville passes. So definitely plan on being where we are when we are out and about. Always good fun. All right, so we are hanging out here at Mocama Beer Company. They got their holiday market tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you're talking beautiful sunshine out there with cool temps. So you can walk around their holiday market. They got the Christmas market on Sunday from 9A to 1P. They've got music tonight. Every Monday, movie nights, bingo on Tuesday nights, trivia on Wednesday nights. So you check out Mocama Beer Company when you are vacationing up here in beautiful Fernandina Beach or you are part of Nassau Nation. All right, so we're going to get into the SEC schedule coming up in just a little bit and do some judgments on the schedule that came out. We're definitely going to do our picks coming up here in just a bit. But one thing that did come out as far as the schedule is concerned, Matt, when you saw it, and we'll dive into it later, much heavier, but the 9-game effect that we're trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen. One thing that did jump out to me from that was that the November part of the schedule, it's going to be a lot better than seeing some dogs on some layups, some dog games that these teams will be playing. So that part you could definitely appreciate.
Well, let's actually look at these November schedules. Let's just go first week in November, okay?
Right.
November 7th. Arkansas, Auburn, Oklahoma, Florida, Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss, Vandy, Mississippi State, Texas and Missouri, Texas A&M, South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
All league games.
Yeah.
Week 11.
Very important.
Week 11, also all league games. Week 12. And these are like week 11 is Missouri at Georgia, Texas at LSU, Ole Miss at Oklahoma, Tennessee at Texas A&M, Alabama at Vanderbilt. Isn't it funny we're saying Alabama and Vanderbilt's a big game now?
It is a big game.
It is. I love it. Diego.
November 21 is where we're starting to get 2 of these, actually 3 or 4 of these.
Okay, so November 21st, it will have...
November 21st is where you get the cupcake.
But it will still have 6 conference games. So that's at least an improvement
You're still
compared to what
Chattanooga,
it was.
Get at Alabama. That's Dan Lanning's favorite team.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tech at Mississippi State. You're getting... What else is on there? Wofford at Ole Miss.
You definitely. But my point is that half of those games that weekend,
and Vanderbilt gets to play Florida that weekend.
Yeah, but
take that. Take that.
So let me ask you a question: if you got 2 losses and you're trying to impress the committee, that could Couldn't that hurt you a little bit?
I've always wondered why.
Schedule?
Right. Well, the thing is, everybody plays these games, or most people, I should say.
Yeah.
But they play it at the worst time of all.
Yeah.
The third week of November.
I would think you get your cupcakes out the way, and then play harder down the stretch. So you get more recognition.
Like Alabama is trying to get a breather before the Auburn game.
Right. Typically before that rivalry game is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mississippi State's trying to get a breather before the Egg Bowl.
But at least it was cut in half with this schedule. Instead of what was it, a dozen games that basically would be dog games. Now you got 6 of them that are going to be conference games. And then last year, 31 of the 40 highest rated games were in the SEC. So week in and week out, they're playing big.
You know why I like this schedule? Because now the lane effect is in play. Going to LSU.
Oh, yeah.
The games that the lane effect. Going to Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Where he used to I mean, I was looking at I automatically looked at LSU and looked at.
Couldn't help it.
Let's look at their schedule next year, okay?
Yeah. So hang on. We'll do that. Judgment's coming up in just a little bit as far as some of the other games that are coming. As we head into the 1 o'clock hour, we got picks coming up. We definitely want to talk a little college ball with you. Army-Navy is one of our picks. America's game being staged tomorrow with the cadets and the midshipmen. So can't wait for that. Mocama Beer Company, if you want to hang out and watch that game along with a bunch of other things going on in the sports slate tomorrow or all the NFL action on Sunday, come on by Mocama Beer Company right here in beautiful Fernandina Beach.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. Setting the field on fire with electrifying plays.
What a play! What a play!
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
Did you have to go Sports Center on me, though?
Listen for the performance painting high-performance play of the game on 1010XL.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, what games to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Sam Darnold, more or less than 220 pass yards. Anthony Edwards, more or less than 26 points. It's just that simple. And now Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. But my favorite feature, the injury insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Franchi Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This bowl season, upgrade your game plan with a visit to Burlock & Barrel.
Duval's first distillery dedicated solely to whiskey, right in the Brooklyn Riverside neighborhood. Stop in, see how they turn local grains into small batch whiskey, earning awards at every competition. Book a tour, settle in for a tasting, or escape the scoreboard for a bit at their full whiskey bar. Whether your team's winning or character building, at least your whiskey can be solid at Burlock and Barrel in Riverside or burlockandbarrel.com.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding, so easy to use. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by YMCA of Florida's First Coast. The Orlando Magic are getting ready to face off against the New York Knicks in Las Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinal. The two teams have already met 3 times this season, and the fourth game will now take place between the two Eastern Conference rivals. The duel is set between the two at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. 65 degrees at 102, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. How about a 6-pack of picks on XL Primetime? It's time to protect the crown. Capped by Corona, La Playa awaits.
We love the picks. We love the music. Matt the Corona Cat is knee-deep in this competition. He's not that far off, and we've got great giveaways that we provide to you monthly, including that, it's just a crazy good Corona tailgate prize pack with the cooler, the tent, the chairs, the ball, Sonny's barbecue bringing in with the barbecue setup, so you got a great tailgate. And we have given away September, October, November, and now on to December. Last giveaway of our football season, and it is time to get to the picks. JJ, take it away.
Yeah, everybody was 3-3 last week except me and Joe. We went 4-2, so we gained a game on everyone. Leon 49-40, tied with Campo
say that
for
slower
first.
A little bit. Say that slower.
What about this? Joe dead ass last at 43-46 against the spread.
Need to speed through that part.
Me and Corona are now tied 47-42, tied for third. Matt 44-45, right under 500. All right, one college game this week. The over-under on this game is 36.5 or something. Enthralling stuff. Army, Navy. Navy 6.5-point favorites. Leon, who you got?
I'm going to go with Navy. I got Navy.
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to go with Navy as well.
Yeah, my dad, the Navy man, would crush me if I did. I'm going with Navy.
Well, my dad
Navy.
was a great Army cook, okay? So he was proud of it. He can cook his tail off, and I will take those 6.5 points.
All right.
You're taking Army 6.5.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, Army's catching 6.5.
All right.
To the NFL. All right, 5 NFL games. This will be the last weekend before the playoffs in college, by the way. Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs must win. I feel like I've been saying this for the last month. The Chiefs at home, 5-point favorites. Leon.
Chiefs have been disappointing, bro.
That's an understatement.
Listen, if they don't win this game, they're literally out. I'm going with the Chiefs.
They were desperate last week.
I know. They've been desperate the last couple of weeks. And
By the way, JJ, in college football, it's singular, not plural. It's
just
play
the playoff. I'm sorry.
Right. That's how we do things, okay?
I
separate us
wasn't
from the NFL.
I usually don't have respect for the playoff, but since they invited us, I guess I'll go.
Newfound.
Pro seat at the table.
I think the Chiefs will win this game, but 5 points is too much for me. I'm taking the Chargers.
Man, this is a tough one.
It is.
It's a tough because that's a lot of points, and it makes me think they know something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Yeah, this stinking new line is tough to deal with. 5.5 has been driving me a little crazy, but it's higher than I expected. I gotta lay the points.
All right. Next up, Bills at Pats. Battle for first place in the AFC East. Who would have thought that coming into Week 16 or whatever? The Bills on the road, though, are 1-point favorites.
Taking the Pats.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah, I'm taking Drake May and the Pats.
I'm taking the Bills.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bills because I'm trying to ride the Jags mojo. So I'm going to, because, you get a couple losses. You never know what's going to happen.
It's my birthday. I'm laying and slaying, okay? I'll take the Bills.
All right, next up, Lions at Rams. The Rams, a 5-point favorite at home against the Lions.
That's too much, bro. Come on.
God, that's a big number.
So
Those
you're
are big
taking the
numbers.
Lions?
December.
I'm
For
going
December.
to go with Matthew Stafford. I'm going to go with Matthew.
God, those are
All right,
that's a
I'm going
big
with the Rams.
number, man.
You're going with the Rams? Both of
Yeah.
you guys are laying the points.
I don't feel comfortable, but I'm going
Okay.
with
Me neither.
Okay. All right.
Man, the Lions have to have it. I'll take the points in the Lions.
I don't mind catching points here, too. Look, I root too much for the Honolulu Blue, but I'm going to go for it.
All right. Packers at Broncos. Packers on the road, a 2-point favorite. Leon, who you got?
Well, we definitely need the Packers to win this game. I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah, I got Green
For
Bay.
Duval's sakes.
I got Green Bay as well. I think we're going to look at these Broncos like the way we looked at those that Titans team that was first place a couple years ago and just got shellacked in the playoffs. I don't think they're
Tannehill threw 3 picks.
Yeah, I don't think they're that good. I'm going to go with the Packers, who I also don't think is that good.
That's a great analogy, actually. I'm riding the Duval Momo. No doubt about it. I'm taking the Pack.
Yeah, and if that defense can hold up against I tell you what, Sean Payton's done a great job with R.J. Harvey among the other guys that he's got. He was a draft pick out of UCF, done fantastic work, passing game, running game, the whole deal.
No doubt.
But Jordan Love is playing a little bit better, and Bo Nix is still just so dang inconsistent. I'll take the points at home. I'll take the points at home.
All right, threw me a curveball there.
Yeah, I sure did. I was trying to talk myself into something, and I didn't do it.
All right, last one. Ravens at Bengals. I don't know if you saw the press conference from Joe Burrow yesterday, but
that will be part of our judgments later.
It was very weird, and it made me think about changing my pick.
Hey, he's sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, the Ravens the Ravens on the road, 2.5-point favorites against the Bengals. Leon.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Joe. Even though the interview was depressing, so to say, but I think Joey Burrow's gonna get it done at home. I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are going to win this game, but that really scared me. I'm going with Cincy.
You know what? First off, who are the Ravens? That's number one.
They suck.
Yeah. Number two, I don't know that it scared me. I think he was basically telling that team, look, I'm getting my ass beat here.
Yep, that's the truth.
You either do something to help protect me, or I'm just going to quit. It's not worth it to me. That's what I think it was as much as anything. I'm going with the Bengals, man. Yeah, 100%. I think they're going to play at their elite ceiling right now this game.
Yeah, I got to go against, just simply because I'm trying to gain. Because I like the logic that you guys are applying. The Ravens aren't anywhere near what we expected them to be, and they also got it handed to them. So I'm gonna take the Ravens.
And that's the picks.
All right, so let me give you Matt the Corona Cat. Just run him down here real quick. He is a points giver and a points taker, but he does lay points taking Navy, grabbing points taking the LA Chargers, laying 1 up in New England with Buffalo, 5 points he and the Lions. He is laying 2 with the Packers and scooping up 2.5 with the Cincinnati Bengals at home, like we just talked about. So there you go. Those are our picks. It's been fun coming down the stretch, and I'm just trying to see if I can't get out of the DAL. How many
Even
games?
though you are last, you're only 6 back. So
right, which is
we're all kind of, Close.
I just made some bad decisions. Ask Hard Rock Bet. I've just made some bad decisions. All right, so we have got a chance for one of our XL Primetimers to get in the drawing for that incredible Corona Tailgate prize pack along with Sonny's. So JJ gets to pick up the callers, generally caller number 4. You go through the picks. You beat the cat. You go in for double entry. You run the table. You get triple the entry, and there's only so many of you in the month of December that are going to be in the drawing. So 641-1010. Hook it up right now and get in the contest with JJ.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. He's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and this Christmas, Leonard Truck Outfitters and 1010XL are helping you deck the truck. Stop by either Leonard location, Blanding Boulevard or Beach Boulevard, and register to win a decked bed storage system with Cargo Glide installed by the pros at Leonard. Another winner will score 2 tickets to the Florida-Georgia basketball game January 6th and a 2025 Gator Championship commemorative basketball. We'll draw the winners live Friday, December 19 during XL Primetime, noon to 2 at Leonard's on Beach Boulevard. Leonard Truck Outfitters. Everything you need for a great-looking, great-performing truck.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet, where there's chances galore to put a little extra winnings under the tree this holiday season. Santa's checked his list twice, and you're on the Hard Rock Bet Nice list. Sign up now. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you'll win $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings stuffed in your stocking. Now that's holiday magic. It's all in the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
It's not just a game, it's a tradition.
This game is everything. This is the world for us and for them.
Listen for Army-Navy moments.
Brought to you by Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters on 1010XL.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and joy. Comfort food and the joy that comes with digging into a huge plate of diner favorites from Metro Diner. And to make things even more merry, now through the end of the year, they're adding on a $10 bonus card with every $50 spent on gift cards. Metro Diner gift cards are the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Friends, family, or coworkers. Stop by the diner or metrodiner.com and get all your gift shopping done easily. Happy holidays from Metro Diner.
This classic Army-Navy game moment is brought to you by Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
This is your old friend Ted Husing with a special report to you servicemen everywhere on the 45th chapter of football's greatest classic, the Army-Navy game. It's cold here today. Temperatures down below freezing in Baltimore, but 66,000 fans who had to buy a war bond to get a seat are already here in the stadium with blankets, if they have one, watching the gray ranks break and clamber up the stands to the West Point section. There they go.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
I'm with Fred from Cycles in Jacksonville. We always talk about Honda and Triumph, so many great bikes, but Aprilia from Italy is also a beautiful line.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is a fine sport bike. It's one that when you take your helmet off, you're never frowning. You're always smiling.
So if you want to treat yourself to something really special on the road, that's a line they should look into?
Absolutely, and we've got them in stock and ready to roll.
All right, make sure you check them out. They are on Atlantic near Regency. CyclesofJacksonville.com is a great place to go, or check out their Facebook page at Cycles of Jacksonville.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded
bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Barry Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Barry at Barry Orthopedics.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, we have an update on Michigan's former head coach, Sharon Moore, and his charges. So he was charged with felony third-degree home invasion and misdemeanor stalking and breaking and entering.
Whoa. All right. So, yeah, it's not going to...
Where he grabbed the knife, threatened to harm himself and her.
Right. And so it's just going to get messier and messier, correct?
It's
yeah, correct.
Gain legal representation.
And actually yesterday when I told JJ, when he said this is what's on the internet, I said it's on the internet.
I was right.
You were right. It's unthinkable. All of it. It's absolutely. You can take a victory lap. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just
thoughts and prayers for that poor woman, though. Jeez.
Yeah, my gosh, man. And the wife, okay? Let's not forget.
And the wife and his kids.
Yeah.
His two kids and just
jeez.
This guy was the coach of one of the 5 best programs in college football 4 days ago and was making $5.5 million annually.
Yeah.
And now he's sitting in a prison.
Yeah, something else.
He's sitting in jail because he's completely lost it.
All right,
he'll never get a good job again.
Never. No, never.
Yeah, he can forget about head coaching. He disappear.
May never get an assistant coaching job.
Well, no, I was going to say,
he
could disappear as a position coach of some kind.
I don't know.
It will take a while, but yeah, it is bad all the way around. Mokama Beer Company, never bad. Okay, here's the thing I love.
Clearly.
I was going to segue straight from Sharon into Here Comes the Judge, but I'm going to break it up just for one quick second because Mokama, they have a delicious breakfast menu. They got their lunch menu. They got the killer items that they're serving throughout the evening. They got the holiday market tomorrow, Christmas market on Sunday. You've got the Christmas Eve market for last-minute holiday shopping with live acoustic Christmas music and coffee. Basically, they thought of everything, including music tonight. So drop on by or pick some up, Mokama.com. Not only is it here, it's down there at the Salty Pelican. It's in the Boathouse Grill. It's in a number of other places like Caribou. So Nassau has it covered, and, of course, you can find it all over the First Coast, Publix, Target, ABC, and Total. That's for sure. So we love Mokama. All right, so let's hit it on the heels of the Sharon Moore news.
Here comes the judge.
Order in the court.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Okay, so we figured we would bring up a few things judgments style with, well, we need some truth on the SEC schedule, on Joey Burrow, among other things, so we'll get into all of them. We say thanks to Chris Campione, Campione Law, his entire team of attorneys. They are champions for justice. You find yourself, well, you're going to be in front of the judge. You make sure you have that proper representation. They are just steps away from the Duval County Courthouse, offices in the SJC, covering the First Coast, and they can take care of your personal injury and beyond. Make sure you check out CampioneLaw.com. So we mentioned Joey Burrow, so let's at least get to him first and foremost. And Big Sirs, in your judgment, what the hell is going on up there? Because you just touched on it, so did Matt, but let me just give you a couple of quotes. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing this. I have been through a lot. It is not fun. If it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? He also goes on to say there's just a lot of things going on right now. Winning is always fun, but in general, was it as fun as before? No.
Does JJ have? JJ, do you have that?
What's happening? No, we just read it. So, so what's happening?
It's better to hear him say it, though.
I know, but that would have been a good setup earlier.
Listen, he's tired of losing, bro.
Yeah.
He's tired of taking a thump, and his offensive line still can't protect him. He's gone through a mist of injuries over the last couple of years. They missed the playoffs. He's just tired. He's sick and tired of being tired. And he feels like, listen, Joey Burrow's a winner, all right? He's a champion, okay? He's a champion. And when you're a champion and everybody else is not performing at par, like the way you want to perform and win, then you got a problem with it. And then he might be in a situation, I don't know, he might be in a situation like, what's your boy's name that retired early? Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck.
injuries, tired. I mean, he might. I hope not.
Oh, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that at all. But that's what he sounded like.
We don't, but he's got a lot of cash in his bank.
He's
No
also
doubt about
always hurt.
Yeah,
always.
That's
always.
it.
I think
Look
that's
yourself
the,
in the
that's
mirror a little
crux of
bit,
it.
Joe. Jeez.
That's the crux of it. I think if you listen to the sound of what he's saying, I mean, Joe read it obviously.
Yeah.
But if you haven't heard it, go online and listen to it because he sounds like a beaten down guy is what he sounds like.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's had enough. He's done getting his ass kicked, and he's just this is a guy that wins at everything that has a high threshold for pain. Obviously.
Yeah.
That also is an unbelievable competitor. If you saw, we talked about this earlier in the year when he was on the sideline. They're up 3 scores, and he's screaming at his coach because they went 3 and out, and guys weren't into it. They didn't want it.
Well,
and they're up 3 scores, and he's screaming that they don't want it. So this is a guy who wants to win desperately, a huge competitor, and he's getting crushed. And I think he's just like, why am I getting crushed?
Yeah.
None of these guys are putting out like I am. None of these guys are selling their bodies out like I am. What am I doing?
Yeah, and I feel like you could wrap this in with what Todd Bowles did last night, his rant, what he said, which was expletive-filled because he just flat out put it out there. And Leon, we might as well just chime in on this one right now. In your judgment, when a coach loses it like that, and Baker Mayfield also said in the postgame, guys need to want it more than they want it. There's a problem inside that locker room that's starting to spill over. Is it?
Yeah, there's a leadership problem inside that locker room. I mean, you saw Mike Evans on the sideline. Who's
another
been
example.
Yeah,
of a guy
you're talking about the guy who understands that his window is closing. These opportunities are far-fetched, and he's looking at the fact that you have an opportunity to get in the playoffs and y'all squandered it away the last couple of weeks. And a guy Mike Evans has been in the league, 12 years at least?
Yeah, he's
12?
trying to keep that streak alive of 1,000 yards receiving a year, which will move him past Jerry Rice.
Trust me, listen, Todd Bowles' rant at the presser is going to be nothing. The cussing that's going to be in that team meeting room, it's going to be some serious cussing. And it's going to be some cussing back at them because coaches have a tendency, when they get in that team meeting, they point guys out.
Right.
And guys don't like to get pointed out. But if you're not playing up par, then you're supposed to get called out.
And I just feel like whenever you have something like that's I'm going to go ahead and just air it out in front of everybody, which means it's a desperate time. We just mentioned it when you go 2-6 after starting 5-1, you do reach a desperate time. That's for sure. That's where we are with Todd Bowles. All right, let's get to the SEC schedule as we continue with our judgments because we're mentioning whether or not the SEC made a decision to go to 9 games, and there's all this stuff that's been happening left and right with the college football playoff. Do we expand it? Does Greg Sankey basically say, hey, you, Big Ten, come with us. We're going to wall everybody off. There's just all this crap going on, and then they decide to go to 9 games. So, Ole Miss hosting Lane and LSU week 3. That's one of the big pieces of this schedule reveal. Georgia and Alabama meet again. This time
goes to Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
It's just crazy. This time the same week as the Red River rivalry, Red River shootout with Oklahoma and Texas. Bottom line is we got a lot of big ball games that are coming up. You mentioned that week 3 is just.
I think it's interesting that on week 3, September 19, when LSU plays at Ole Miss, which will just be an all-timer, an absolute all-timer. Like if you thought Lane Kiffin going back to Knoxville years later, and they were throwing stuff at him and all the stuff that went on, it'll be 1,000 times worse.
But Leon already mentioned that one too. He was looking at that one as well.
So here's the rest. I'm saying that because here's the rest of the schedule. Okay, they did this on purpose. Here's the rest of the schedule. Alabama's a non-conference game. They're playing Florida State in Alabama, obviously. Then you got Georgia at Arkansas, Florida at Auburn, which is probably the best game other than the LSU at Ole Miss game.
So do not ignore the debut in the SEC of Sumrall and Alex Golesh.
Right.
Okay?
Troy
Both
at Missouri, New Mexico at Oklahoma, Mississippi State at South Carolina, Kennesaw State at Tennessee, UTSA at Texas, Kentucky at A&M, North Carolina State at Vanderbilt. They literally cleared the deck for September 19.
Well, we just said it earlier. I think 32 of the top 40 games in college football this year were SEC games that just blew the roof off of the eyeballs. But listen, Leon, you mentioned the schedule. You immediately went to it. Kiffin has got a November to remember, hosting Alabama and Texas in back-to-back weeks, then goes to Tennessee up on Rocky Top.
Yeah, listen, this as much as that schedule is, for me, it's all about Lane. All right, it's about It's about his effectiveness on LSU going back to Ole Miss. He's going to need security, bro. He's going to need tight equipped security.
Oh, yeah.
Around the hotel, on the bus, and
Yeah.
everything.
You know what's dumb about them like clearing the whole plate for that game is that game's going to be terrible and it's going to be a blowout and everyone's going to stop watching.
Wait. Who's blowing out who?
Give me a
Pete
break,
Golding will
bro. Ole Miss is going to be trash.
If Chambliss gets another year, they're not going to be. Why would they be trash?
Well, we have to go through the courts for that. If Chambliss, Diego, and Haynes King.
Well, Chambliss has a better chance to get another year than the other two.
But what about Haynes? Come on, Haynes in Gainesville. Bring it on, Buster. Bring it on.
You think Chambliss is going to be good?
Well, I think he's good now.
No, come on.
Yeah, he still
Wait,
needs to.
what do you mean? Come on.
I think
you don't
that
think
he's in a
good
lame
now?
system, so any
Yeah, the
quarterback
offense.
he puts in is good, man.
Well,
no, I don't
well,
think
that-
Chambliss
that-
is something LSU needs to worry about.
Okay, well, the
next
system
year.
is still there.
Yeah. Well, we don't know because Charlie Weiss is coming.
No,
to,
Charlie's going back to LSU, but I mean the system is still. They're still going to run the same system.
Well, you would assume, but you.
What do you mean?
It's still people calling plays and game planning.
I get that.
Day in and
I
day
get
out,
all
week
of
in and
that.
week
I
out.
get all of that.
Yeah,
But
so,
I mean, you're.
but seriously,
if he
Matt,
stays, if he gets the extra year, and if he stays,
right?
Because he might get the extra year and go to LSU.
He very well could, but just to suggest that whatever lane left can just be picked up by somebody else, no way, man.
Not only that, JJ. I mean, LSU. He's got a lot of work to do on that LSU roster too. A lot of work.
LSU is going to beat the brakes off of Ole Miss next year. That's all I'm talking about, man.
All right.
Yeah, I do smell a good bet.
Let's keep that thing. Let's keep that. Audio.
We got a handful.
Yeah, we will. When the spread comes out and it's 21.5.
I still need the Titans to beat the Jags in the last week of the season.
No, we don't need that.
And that's not like we thought there'd be like a game where they could just like rest the starters and everything. No way. They could win the 1 seed with that game. They're not resting anything.
Let's just wrap up this SEC chatter with, in y'all's judgment, how much better is this going to be? We're only adding 1 game. Do you think all in all? I'm not going to come out of next season, Leon, saying this was any. But yes, we have 1 more game, but I'm feeling like I'm going to be cheated with maybe.
Well, I feel cheated like you because the SEC week 0, week 1 usually plays a good team out of conference, like the LSU Clemson game. Was not a week 1 game.
Yeah, and I don't know whether they'll completely eliminate it, but still.
Yeah, who did Texas, Ohio State?
Yep,
those type of games. So
Florida's already taken a couple of those off their schedule. Like
they took Arizona State off.
They're not taking the cupcakes off, guys.
They added Campbell.
Yeah,
not Campbell.
Yeah, Florida
Atlantic and Campbell.
I do love that Florida's the only one that does this. Apparently,
no, I use them as an example.
I'm looking at Matt. I'm looking at Matt when I say this because he's just cracking up right now.
The non-conference schedule for the Gators next year is Florida Atlantic, Campbell, and Florida State.
Because he went down it the other day and he just couldn't quit.
Florida State could be 4-8 next year.
Yeah.
No, see, here's the deal. Like
that's still the rivalry.
They went to 9 games.
Still the rivalry
Florida
game.
could be.
So all these teams are like, hey, instead of taking off the ACC opponent we have, instead of keeping that, they took those games off. They all kept the cupcake games. Like Miami and South Carolina were supposed to play the next 2 years. They're not playing anymore. It's stupid. So like all the cool non-conference games, we're not getting those anymore.
So I do feel like I'm getting a little ripped off. I love the idea that there is a better, I don't know.
But you're getting a 9th SEC game.
I know, but I was treated to a hell of a lot of good games in the SEC this year, and if I get 1 more, do I feel like I've
Well, you get 8 more.
Like, I feel like when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to be changed, okay, as a human being. But will I wake up from any of these games like, oh, my God, I'm so happy I got the 9th game?
This is week 1. You ready? These are some of the opponents in week 1 in the SEC. You ready for this? North Alabama, Florida Atlantic, Tennessee State, Youngstown State.
They're dog games.
Louisiana Monroe, Arkansas Pine Bluff.
They're never going away.
UTEP, Kent State, Furman, Texas State, Missouri State, and Austin Peay.
Yeah, they're never going away. And you want to know why?
No, I don't like
because because the committee still looks at schedules and say, how many did you win, how many did you lose? You're in the SEC.
He reminds me of urinals, JJ. Urinals are no way.
Texas still does have Ohio State, but that's only because that game was before the 9 games were put in. Like, we're not going to get that anymore.
And the ESPN folks told the SEC folks that you can go to 9 games, but you better not give up these types of games because we have to have them. That's for sure. All right, so there you go. Just judgments as we break it down. I love the idea of what we were treated to this year, and I still want to see those big games if we can. All right, you guys hit the text line Design by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010, as you do look at some of those juicy matchups in the SEC next season. We need to look at some juicy matchups in the NFL with the playoff scenarios, including your Jaguars, that we will do coming up. But judgments, thank you to my man, Chris Campione and Campione Law.
Here comes the judge. Litigated by Campione Law, champions for justice. XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL.
It's the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. The Gators get George Washington, Saturday at 2 on 1010XL.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is larger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. You'll always find great deals on our huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, all prepped and ready for a test drive. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues today. Stop by or shop from home at HondaoftheAvenues.com. Proud sponsor of Sporting Jags.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 14th.
Celebrate Christmas at Trinity. Join their annual Christmas candlelight service, a meaningful way for family and friends to experience the joy of Christmas together. Enjoy uplifting worship, timeless carols, an inspiring Christmas message, and a beautiful candlelight moment. Plus photos with Santa, festive photo spots, and warm holiday treats like hot chocolate and cider. Come celebrate the hope of Jesus this Christmas at the Hammond, Oakleaf, or Mandarin campus. Find service times at tbc.org/Christmas.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. Ah, there's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,800 5-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design get us organized for the holidays. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and so much more. Closets by Design will design a custom storage solution for all of your spaces. Nothing says happy holidays like a home that is peaceful and clutter-free. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation before year-end and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Save some money this holiday season and buy pre-owned. That's right, pre-owned. Pre-owned guns, guitars, surfboards, tools, and especially jewelry. Buy big, save bigger at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, my takeaway is I'm not worried about what I saw last night. Tampa Bay, a team beneath them comes into their house and wins the game. The Jaguars, we're not built the same, okay? I think we got more backbone on this team than Tampa Bay does. I think we take care of the Jets. I think this team is locked in, that it's not going to be a trap game. It's not going to be a game we're going to look over. We're going to take care of business like we've been doing the last couple of weeks, win this game, and set us up for next week against Denver, and hopefully that could be for the 2 seed. That's where I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it now for a week and a half. I mean, there's more meat on the bone for this season. Don't settle for the 3 or the 4 seed. There's more there.
Oh, they got plenty to play for. They definitely have the ability to achieve
even
it.
If you can get to the 2, you have no idea what's going on in the playoffs, man. Mm-hmm. No idea. The 1 could lose in the divisional round. Of course they could. Yeah. Then you're hosting the AFC Championship game. Get to that 2 first, and then if you can get to the 1, great. All the better. And getting to the 2 means winning today. Right. Winning Sunday against Brady Cook. Okay? You got to beat Brady flipping Cook. And then the following week in Denver, a big game. Go on the road and take that mentality with you. Win that game.
And Bo Nix is so uneven up and down. He can ball his brains off and has. And Sean Payton is a very good coach, and they got a killer defense and really good run game. That's the test. But don't be leaping over 1 game to get to the next. You can't win 2 in 4 quarters of football. You don't get credit for 2 if you beat up the Jets badly. You still got to go up to Mile High and take care of business. We all know it ain't an easy game up there. I guarantee you, Leon, they can't help it. They are thinking about that game. They are. There's no getting away from it. But they better make sure that they just step on whatever's in front of them inside the bank. And just continue to convince themselves and everybody else that they're different this year.
Yeah, as long as they identify themselves with what they do best and continue to do it. Mm-hmm. And just my history of playing so-called good teams or teams that are, until you play them, you realize, don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, when you line up, it's still a war of wheels. It's still 60 minutes of football. I mean, the Broncos look good. The Patriots look good. But when you play them, you find out.
Yeah. And when we talk about playoff positioning, and we were just talking about it earlier, there's so much right now that's at stake for a number of different games. Jacksonville's not the only one that's out there trying to make sure that they can do it. As we mentioned earlier, the Buffalo Bills are just a 1-point pick against the New England Patriots. And when you take a look at what's gone on this season, the New England Patriots are on a 10-game winning streak. And even though we say, hey, it's Brady flipping Cook, that's who you got to beat, that team is beaten good, bad, and lousy all the way through. And so all of them are trying to ball like mothers right now to make sure that they get it done. So the Broncos lead the AFC West 11-2. They've won 10 consecutive games in a single season, 4-time in franchise history that they've been able to do it. And Jacksonville's trying to win their 5th division in franchise history. Go get it, man. I would love if they could.
It's all there for you. It's all there for you.
It is. Of course it is.
All right.
It's all there for all of them. It just depends on who's going to grab it.
So my takeaway is, here's how quickly it can all fall apart. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. One day, you're the head coach of a top 5 program in college football, making $5.5 million annually. The next day, a prosecutor in court says, you went to your woman's house, not your wife.
Yeah.
Quote, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors and began to threaten his own life. Quote, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life.
Butter knives.
Yeah, that's
now that would
choice.
take a long time, man.
Well, it would take. Okay, here's
this guy's an idiot.
Not only would it take a long time, it would hurt like hell. And then once it happened, it would hurt even more.
Are we sure he wasn't trolling?
Like, where did that quote come from?
Him.
Is that the police report?
That's the police report, yeah.
So
at some
but
point,
somebody had to tell.
Well, the woman probably told him that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
at some point, you got to take ownership of your actions. You did this.
Be an adult,
No one
bro.
did it to you. You did it to yourself
Yeah.
by the choices that you made.
100%.
And you got to take accountability for those choices. You chose to sleep with that woman while you had a wife and kid at home.
Yeah.
No one made you do it.
No.
Nobody cranked up your car
Yeah.
to drive you there to do what you did. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Undefeated.
But the Irish toast, Irish toast says it all. A long life and a quick death. That would not be a quick death if you did the butter knife. That would not be a quick
Well, I mean,
death.
it's going to take probably
Yeah. That'd take a long time.
Probably three.
Man.
Well, you're just going to jab it.
Listen,
it might take
listen.
3 jabs just to even break
First of all,
skin.
someone says they're going to kill themselves with the butter knife. He ain't real. He ain't being real about it. Come on now.
He's just
butter
trying.
knife.
He's trying to
for
get
attention,
you.
Well,
bro.
some
He
of those
wants you to
butter
feel
knives
bad.
are serrated.
Bro.
Some of them are serrated, so it might get
Oh,
on
you
the
think that I
second jab.
smooth butter
If you
on my
just
bread
really-
going to kill somebody?
Yeah.
This guy wanted to be the victim. He wanted
Right.
people to
That-
feel
there
bad
you
for
go.
him.
I
agree with
don't.
that.
I
He
don't.
wanted that
I agree
whoever
with
that was, the mistress, to freak out and stop
Feel
it
bad
and all that
and-
kind of
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty dang scary.
It's just it's literally it's like it's real life playing out for everybody to see.
Listen, I'm
it's
trying to
just incredibly sad, all of it.
I'm trying to figure out how he got out the house of his wife. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did he get out the house?
She probably threw him out.
I'm just saying, bro.
My wife, I wouldn't be able to be thrown out. I'd be dead.
Listen, TLD has a little Italian blood that runs through her. It's scary. Okay, she could make one phone call. You never know. It's pretty scary. All right, so we started watching real quick aside. Black Rabbit.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
So good on Netflix.
Is it a
Yeah,
drama?
It's like
It's
okay,
just
you know
a
what it
good-
is? It's
Jason Bateman and
it's like Ozark
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's Jason Bateman's thing and he does it exactly like
Who's a
Ozark.
Jude Law. Yeah.
Jude Law's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome in it. So anyway, this first episode last night, and
So you watched it?
Just the first episode.
Is Jason Bateman? Is he not like the Big Lebowski? They're the same person in that, except he's a little more aggressive.
Well, he does look like the Big Lebowski, just with the hair and the neck beard. The
It
neck
sounds
beard
hilarious.
Yeah, it's no.
It's not hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a drama.
Yeah.
It's
Will not
like,
stand, you know? This
Right.
aggression will not stand, man.
JJ, he kind of talks like that.
So
Does he
this
not,
is,
Joe?
Just says no.
Yeah, he does,
no,
a little bit.
Like
You'll get
you've
into
already
it.
watched more.
I've already
of
watched it,
Yeah,
so you'll
you've
see
already
what I
watched
mean.
more of it. But I
Right.
do like the character.
It's a great character.
Nothing's going to beat Arrested Development for me and Jason Bateman. But
So
still,
funny, man.
all of them, and he kind of plays the same guy with some of the mannerisms or whatever. But this is him.
This is the Ozark
in a
guy.
much different role.
Yeah.
In Ozark, he was still, for the most part, harmless. This guy's not harmless. He's gonna devour.
He's
and
cutthroaty, yeah.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
much more cutthroat. But anyway. The one reason I brought it up, Big Sirs, is we were talking about what you would do with the butter knife. So he's facing a massive debt, and that he brought upon himself with the numbers game.
Yeah.
Okay, and so like.
Does
If
he
they
owe
come
some
to get him,
people?
they ain't going to use a butter knife.
No. He owes some people.
Oh,
basically.
yes, he does.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, he does. And so if they come to get him, they ain't using a
Nah,
butter
they
knife.
ain't using a butter knife.
And they left him with one, like they threw him on a slide in a little downtown park and just kind of cut like the part of his pinky where it just
Oh, really?
just causing some
Just sliced
serious,
it, huh?
serious pain.
Oh, okay.
No butter knife was used
Bro,
there.
if you think that's
Yeah.
good, that first episode,
Yeah.
you hadn't even
Oh
close.
yeah,
man.
like I said,
It gets way better.
We just happened to pop on it and catch it last night after. We were watching the Bucks Falcons, and I thought it was just going to be at one point Tampa's going to take care of business. So we went and started watching that and came
Right.
back and was like, "Whoa!"
Do you remember the first episode of Ozark? The very first episode.
Yeah, kind
How
of.
intense it is.
Yeah. Oh yes.
That's
yes.
what Black Rabbit is the entire
yeah,
way.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. All right. All right. So speaking of that, while you download that on Netflix, you can be setting up your own Christmas tree, courtesy of 1010XL and JJ.
And you could be drinking vodka because I
Yes,
have a
some
bottle
brackish.
of brackish vodka and a Cardinal Christmas tree from Jacksonville's Flower Market. For more great gift ideas, you can go to 1010XL's holiday gift guide at 1010XL.com or be caller number 4 right now at 641-1010 and I'll hook you up.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Mike Dempsey here for Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Did you know that Duval Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duval Ford. Schedule your next service at DuvalFord.com.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sunny's here.
Pre-Game Friday. Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
What's happening, beautiful people? It's your main man, E to the T here. And cool air, open trails, and that perfect Florida winter sunshine, woo! It's the season to get outside and explore Clay County. From Christmas parades and hometown festivals to holiday markets and local theater shows, holiday magic is lighting up every corner of Clay County. Get outside, get moving, and get active. Come see everything happening this season at exploreclay.com. That's exploreclay.com.
Hey gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, don't worry about any, quote, problems you think might be related, because I've got the perfect team that will keep you right on track. In fact, they've got a guarantee that you can't beat. And that is Chad and Sandy, the agents I would call to sell my home. You see why? Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. But the promise is this. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jacksonville homes are selling, but many take months and a low price to sell. Getting top price means aggressive marketing. Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive demand to sell your home. Darcy in San Jose said, I felt too isolated in my retirement. I wanted to buy in a different area, better suited for me. I spoke to several agents who didn't seem to care. I needed to find someone I could rely on. In come Chad and Sandy, and in 3 days, the home was sold. ChadandSandy.com or 904-414-6200.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic Floors, where every step is fantastic.
Hey, is your home ready for the holidays? Hicken here. Spots are filling up fast. Lock in yours today at ZeroResJacksonville.com and get 20% off all hard surface cleaning, tile and grout, hardwood, LVP. Happy holidays from all of us at Zero Res.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Good stuff up here at Mocama Beer Company. We always have a great time. Say thanks to them. And I tell you, if you're thinking about gift ideas, there ain't nothing wrong with coming here and picking up a six-pack, whatever you might want to get, because they definitely have all sorts of just little extra stocking stuffers and stuff that you can bring home, be it for yourself or for somebody else. But don't forget that Christmas Eve market for the last-minute holiday shopping, live acoustic Christmas music and coffee, and then, of course, they got music tonight and over the weekend, and it's always fun here at Mocama. They got the big patio area in the back. Of course, the big tap room inside. So check out mocama.com and enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it, that's for sure, in just a little bit as we head downtown. We're going to just kind of cruise downtown and just check out a couple of spots, which will be fun. And they've got TLD's already down there downtown, Big Sur's.
Nice.
And they got the Charles Dickens Festival, the Christmas Festival.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of people downtown already in Fernandina Beach.
Let's
so
get after it.
Hopefully.
I hope Tiny Tim is there.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
He's going to need a walker or a wheelchair if he is.
Yeah. We went
he's
down
kinda old
there.
if he is, bro.
We went down there this time
He's really
last
old
year. We went down there this time last year, and then we stayed over at the Omni. We had a great time. It was beautiful. And if you compare Fernandina Beach downtown versus St. Augustine downtown, it's a different deal. This is much more subdued, laid back.
Yeah.
St. Aug is just out of control. There's just people are going into that parking garage, and they ain't getting out for a while. JJ, you parked in the parking garage.
And that's a big parking garage.
Yeah, but it's not navigated properly.
Right.
SAPD. Hey, Robbie. No, actually, he's now the St. Johns County Sheriff. But any of the other guys, it ain't easy getting in and out of that parking garage. And I've heard some horror stories about that. But Nights of Lights, either there or up here, will be beautiful. They basically shut down, I think it's Center Street right here through the middle of Fernandina. And so they definitely set it up where everybody has a big time, which is always fun. All right, so Big Sur's prediction for the game, final one, as far as how you think it's going to go.
I think Jaguars take care of business.
Yeah.
I think they put them out of their misery, send them home early. And I think it's going to be a landslide. I think Jaguars are going to win. You want to score 31-10.
Okay. Oof. 31-10. If they do that, my goodness, that'll be good. Man.
I think it's the NFL, and it's going to be an NFL game.
Yeah.
24-10.
Right.
Something like
that.
Okay,
I can see something like that.
It will be an NFL game.
You know what I mean? Like it's a game where you think they should rout them, and the Jets will play hard, and they'll try and slow the game and chew clock, and it'll be the fourth quarter. They'll be up like 17-9 or something. They'll get a late touchdown, 24-9.
It better not be 17-9 late in that game.
No.
That's a cover. That's a cover.
I think, but
no,
still.
it's not.
Yeah.
Bro, any W is a W right now.
It's
not
a
W.
Not a cover. 12.5 is what we're looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if it's 24-9, it's 24-9.
We need the Jags to win by 20.
But you had 17-9. That's when we were talking about that.
All right.
But this is something that we haven't seen since Coach Campo was in the building. That gives you an idea of how long it's been since this team was this large of a favorite. 2007. And so this team, nearly 2 decades from being a double-digit favorite like this, and it started out at, I want to say 10.5, 11.5, and then it quickly climbed to 12.5 right now. I believe that's holding at Hard Rock Bet. So
just get the dub.
Yeah,
just
well, I totally get
dub,
it. Everyone
man.
likes to insulate themselves from calling for a blowout and say just win by 1 and it's good. But this team had a 19-point lead and blew it. So
and some of us are in picks contests, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us
we're laying.
You know what I love? How the two degenerate gamblers all were. They got to win by at least 12.5.
Let me tell you something. When we're laying points, we're laying points. It's serious. Have you seen some of the figures of some of these?
We like to bet, man.
What are you? This is what we do. Okay. Yeah. And we're in some heavy.
You guys can suck it. We like to gamble.
Yeah, but we're talking about the team just in general. Just as we use the betting line as something to start the conversation, they need to beat that butt.
Yeah.
They do.
Just Brady freaking Cook, bro.
Yeah, they need
I
to
agree
beat
with you.
That butt.
Get the dub and move on to the next week, man. That's all there is.
I think something has happened inside Matt. Like all of a sudden, a coach
has
been born.
Right,
inside
it is
him.
right. Totally right.
Some kind of poltergeist stuff.
Totally,
it's
right
weird.
now.
All right, let's see what's happening with helmets and heels.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, helmets and heels getting ready to go. Lauren Brooks joins us now. You guys are fired up. I know that everyone would take a 1-point win, but I don't think people would be too happy with a 1-point win. They want to see a blowout.
Well, I think especially the way that the last few games have gone outside of that Cardinals game, that's what the Jags have done. They've dominated the opponents, so that's what people have come to expect. I did not expect Poltergeist to make your show. I will say that.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to figure out what baby Matt was creating coach-wise. I had no idea. I needed to reach there.
Try to figure something
out. Man. All right, what's coming up?
Well, I wish we were there at Mocama and about to, indulge in their fantastic craft beer. But we'll, of course, talk Jags. We've got Eric Armstead joining us at 3 o'clock, and we'll talk to Jets reporter Anthony Becht coming up at 2:30.
All right, that sounds good. Y'all have fun. We will be
thanks,
listening.
you too.
Appreciate it. All right, so tonight, the Jesse Clifton Band will be performing live here. And like we said, that menu of craft beer, outstanding. The Dune Garden, Cosmico, Prosim, Amelia Light. You can go down the line with the 8th Street Gold, the Wise Inn, outstanding. You can find them all here at Mocama Beer Company. We say thanks to them for hosting us today. Big Sirs, a big dub, he says. Maddie, 1 point or more is fine. I'm definitely looking at that 26-10 type of score. We'll see how it goes. Thanks to JJ back there, all the folks here hosting us, Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and enjoy this football weekend.
XL Primetime, driven by